Hello everyone. So, day 2 of Genericon, the longest day of Genericon since it's the only one that lasts for 24 hours. It was a lot of fun. I woke up early for me, especially on a weekend, to get to the video game trivia competition that they had. I think Genericon does very well with their trivia competition that they hold. It's a lot of fun. The question askers interact with the fans with a few what I consider witty comments. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to talk to other contestants and about the certain things. I only got 1 point in the video game trivia. The biggest reason is because there were a lot of games that I don't know. That I've never played. Like, even if you know what the games are, if you don't play them, you can't answer the trivia. I think the winner got like 24 or 28, something like that. But I got 1. It was about DuckTales for the NES. And the question was, how do you kill the red flowers? You gotta hit blocks into them. Which is funny because I actually didn't originally know the answer. It was an educated guess. But yeah, that was fun. And then they immediately, after taking a break, they had the video game Name That Image competition, which I got 19 this year, which big improvement from last year. I got a few obscure ones too, like Days Before Christmas and Razor Trick Scooter, which, yeah, kind of a stupid game. I just know of it. I never played either of those. The winner, I believe, got like 50 points, and I believe they were the same guys both times. It's never a big deal because the prizes were never, aren't really that big. They're just small little prizes. It's all just for fun, and it was a lot of fun. And I actually ran into one of the guys that I played Mario Party with in the tournament, and we started to chat a little. Talked about video games, talked about anime. He was a nice guy to talk to, and it was pretty funny. As we were talking, we were standing in an area that people didn't go to, for the most part, because there was just a staff area. And because they moved Artist Alley, which was a good move on their part, moving Artist Alley closer to where everything else is going on. But as we're talking, I'm just, leaning back, and I see Vic Mignogna walk in. He had just arrived, and I just casually go, "Oh, hey, look, it's Vic Mignogna." And Vic just looks over and as he's walking, like, "Oh, hey," and hey. It was pretty funny to me, especially. It was one of those you had to be there moments. We'll talk more about Vic a little bit. He obviously had to get ready for his Q&A panel, but together with this nice fellow that I had talked to, we went to go check out Toricon's anime game show experiment. Now, you might remember Toricon, they were promoting their convention, which was held, I think, April this year. And they were at our convention. I got this program from them yesterday. And they were promoting their their anime game shows that they do. They did a 1 versus 100 style, and then they did the Name the Odd Anime Out style. It was alright. I think the hosts didn't have the energy needed to host a game show, because game show hosts really are supposed to get you engaged in what's going on. And I do have experience from that from high school, but I just didn't, they did their jobs, but, it didn't feel really engaging or exciting to play. The 1 versus 100 format was held a lot better than I thought it would. And at one point I was the one. I didn't win. Didn't expect to win. I only got the first question right. There actually was a point where I was the only member left of the mob, and I prevented the one from winning it all. So I felt good about that. Why couldn't I be the one during that run of questions? I actually knew those questions, and even when I didn't know them, I guessed right. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. But yeah, for the most part, it was alright, but it was fun. And then me and the other guy, we played the Name the Odd Anime out against each other. He won easily. You didn't even really need to know the animes. You just had to pick the odd image out. And proof of this was a father and his daughter played, and obviously he didn't know much about anime and was only there because she was not old enough to be there by herself, as according to the rules. And he won, I believe, which that we found pretty funny. But yeah, I mean the games are all right. I don't know if that's going to get me to go to their convention. But I think if they work on adding more energy, they might be onto something. And then I went to go check out Vic Mignogna's Q&A panel. And I don't know, Vic seems like a nice guy. There are like people on the internet that talk badly about certain people, who, yeah, whatever. Yeah, it was just, the only thing is that I'm really glad that I was sitting in the back towards the top, because it was riser seats. Because if I was sitting in the front, I think I would have gotten death from the sound of Vic's female fan base just screaming in joy every time he did anything. It's like, my God, you are loud. And he even showed up this fan film that him and the cast of Full Metal Alchemist did, the English voice cast, where he is turning into Edward, and he sees all the other voice actors portraying the characters that they voice. It was a lot of fun. I'm not too familiar with Full Metal Alchemist, but I could tell it was well made. I might have gotten it more had I seen the show more episodes than like one. Yeah, I'll watch it eventually. Well, but my throat's going again, just like last year. When we were after that, they had a autograph session, and there is no chance in hell I was waiting in line. Mainly because I was one of the last people in the room, so I would be one of the last people to get an autograph. And I'm pretty sure there were people who waited like 3 hours to get his autograph, so I'm not doing that. I left. You know what I did instead? I went shopping. I bought another DVD. I bought Naruto Volume 1, Enter Naruto, and $7. And what's significant about this DVD is that this contains the Cartoon Network television edited dub. So this is not unedited, there's no Japanese with subtitles, it's just dub, and it's edited. It's what you saw on Cartoon Network if you watched Naruto there. I don't think they actually print these anymore. I don't know, because I know Viz releases their new uncut box sets. It's like, people at first complained these because these came out first. It's like, you knew the uncut edited versions were coming out later. It's just, whatever, don't complain, here you got it. According to this, was 2002, so as far as DVD is concerned, quite old. But it's pretty, really 2002? I don't know, that doesn't sound right. What's pretty funny is that the DVDs vendor was nice enough to remove the shrink wrap from me and just leave me with this little bit here. I mean, technically it's still new because the security things are still here, but I just find it pretty funny that the shrink wrap is missing. And I also bought some food. I didn't buy Pocky because, I mean, Pocky's nice, but it's not great. It's a cookie. It's a cookie with dipped in chocolate. There are other things you can buy similar to Pocky. So I didn't feel like buying it this year. But it actually doesn't say the technical name of these on this, as far as I can tell. But I believe these are mochi balls. This just goes to show how unknowledgeable I can be sometimes. Orange flavored, cream filled mochi balls. I like trying things out that I've never had before, so figured I'd give these a shot. However, I can tell you that I am a fan of ramune, or ramune, however you want to pronounce it. So one of the places we're having a buy 5, get the 6th one free sale, so I jumped on that. I got 6 flavors. I bought peach. Said that funny, peach. Got Hawaiian blue. No idea what that means. It's kind of like buying a blue drink, but it's Hawaiian blue. Let's see here. Strawberry, cherry, green apple flavor, and lychee flavor, or lychee, however you pronounce it. I've never heard of the lychee fruit, but I'm willing to try anything once, as long as it's actual food. So yeah, I'm gonna give that a shot. Might like it, might not. And one of the vendors were selling trading cards, a whole wide variety of trading cards. A lot of them cheap too. Actually, a lot of trading card packets were cheap. So I decided it'd be fun, just for poops and giggles mostly, to buy $20 worth of trading cards. And I ended up getting 13 packs, 13 different card series. So the ones I got for $1 included, we got Naruto here, Naruto trading card pack. I guess no one cared about the game. We got a Beyblade trading card pack. I don't know why you would buy the trading cards of a game that involves tops battling each other. Like, I know they made battling tops to go with this series. It would make more sense to buy those, wouldn't it? Guess that's why it's $1. Gundam SD! The worst Gundam series I've ever seen, yet I oddly still like. Which is actually more than I can say about Gundam Seed. They made a trading card game about that. I cannot believe it. Sailor Moon! A Sailor Moon trading card series for $1, booster pack. Series 3 to be more precise. Just for the heck of it. Dragon Ball Z. This is an old one. All the wrappers that they had were quite worn for the Dragon Ball Z ones. I got this one because age, and this one I find funny. A trading card game for, well, actually it's not a trading card game, it's just collector cards for Slayers. And this is old because it's not even in color. They printed it in black and white. What's the copyright on this? 95. These are copyright 95, really old. And then the cards that I bought for $2 a piece included Case Close, which I knew existed ahead of time. They really make a card game based on anything, will they? Of course, an Inuyasha trading card game. I knew this existed, and I've resisted a long time to not buy these, but I bought it for fun now. I had to resist buying them as serious cards, because no one would play with me. Even if I did buy them. Yu Yu Hakusho. I knew those existed. This was quite shrunk, actually. Street Fighter! A Street Fighter trading card game. That is, actually looks pretty cool with Akuma on it. King of Fighters 2006. It would be pretty cool if they made a trading card game where they combined the different fighting games together. So you can have like Street Fighter versus King of Fighters. That would be pretty cool. These last two are funny to me. There's a Knights of the Zodiac trading card game, which, yeah, I know the name is not Knights of the Zodiac. What is it? Saint Seiya? Something like that. It's hilarious to me that they would bring the trading card game over to America, because the TV show did not do well in the U.S. How long did it last? I think they just left it on Toonami because they had nothing else to show. I used to watch Rave Master. The only thing I ever watched of Knights of the Zodiac was the intro, because it was Real Big Fish singing a cover of I Ran. And I ran. Yeah, that song. What does it have to do with that show? I have no idea. I never watched it. And then finally, a Battle of the Planets. A Battle of the Planets trading card game. Amazingly, not the oldest one. What's the copyright date on this? I forget. 2002. I mean, they were called G-Men at one point in between, or G-Force. One of the two in between what they're known now. It was odd that trading card game exists. I just find it hilarious just because I know the history behind Battle of the Planets. It's quite funny, actually. And then I checked out Uncle Yo's panel titled Anime One Night Stand. Uncle Yo is a comedian. Funny guy. He's like the otaku comedian, and I don't get half the jokes because I haven't seen the things that he's referenced. It's probably not true. I probably get more than half. But basically, he listed off a bunch of anime that you can watch in one night, one long night. So usually about one season, 13 episodes, stuff like that. Some include Baccano, Bastard, Hellsing, Rin, Paradise Kiss, FLCL, which I recommend. Stuff like that. He showed a wide array of anime, including comedies, horror, graphic stuff, funny stuff, some that's bad but good stuff like that. Stuff that you can watch in one night. It was a good panel. I will say, I'm kind of not a fan of Uncle Yo constantly saying about how subs are always better than dubs. Like he's very, especially during this panel, and I know during one of his CDs, he's very pro sub over dub. And I mean that's fine if you're a fan of it. I mean I don't really think he should be telling us to watch the subs, but I don't know. I'm probably thinking too much into his comments. I mean, because I prefer dub for various reasons, but if you like subs, go ahead. As long as I don't have a stupid reason for it. But, yes, so I had some time before the next panel that I wanted to go to, so I decided to do more shopping. Why do I keep shopping? I don't know. Now, I bought anime on DVDs that I was a fan of, like Rurouni Kenshin or special versions of DVDs, like the Dragon Ball one that I got and the Naruto one that I got. But I really wanted to buy a few anime series that I've never watched before. I wanted to experiment, which it's funny because I think these two that I bought are you could probably watch both of them online legally, but I don't know. I wanted to buy them, which may or may not be the smart way of going around things, but I will say I really am a fan of what Funimation's doing is that they offer certain animes in like these super amazing, what they call the super amazing value edition, which is basically it's just the anime and like smaller packaging, which hey, if it means I can save money, no problem. So I purchased Welcome to the NHK, which is an anime that I heard a lot of good things about. I heard it was different, a little crazy, a little funny. So I thought, well, why not? Give it a shot. Plus, what was it, $27? That's a good deal. That is a good deal for a 24 episode series. 24 episodes. That's 4 DVDs. That's a good deal. So I look forward to seeing if this is any good. I'm going to guess it is. And now, oh my god. Why did I do this? The last anime that I bought today. I still can't believe I did this. I'm not even going to show you the cover because of how disgusted I am. I'm going to show you the spine. I purchased Ikitosen. And so I guess this is the complete series, which is like the first of, I think, 4. I bought it because I heard it was not very good. Which I know doesn't, like, I know sounds stupid, but I wanted to buy an anime that was bad. Mainly to see if it was, to experiment to see if it was as bad as other people say it is. Like, if my opinion agrees with theirs. And off the top of my head, all I could think of was Ikitosen. And I feel dirty owning this, but whatever. I bought it. It was only, what was it, $30? It's not a bad deal. Not a bad deal at all. And regardless of quality, I'm going to watch all the episodes. Let's hope they're any good. So anyway, the very last thing I did, the very last panel, was a panel called How to Run a Podcast, done by the guys at galaxycast.com. They have a little button here. Basically, they're a sci-fi podcast, mainly Star Wars, but they do other stuff. And I don't know. It was a good panel. I mean, I now know how to run a podcast more efficiently and better if I ever felt like doing a podcast. By the way, no plans of doing a podcast anytime soon. Mainly because it felt, I don't know. It's gonna be weird saying this, but their panel kind of dissuaded me from holding a podcast. And it's hard to explain why. I just felt very dissuaded. I might have been just too tired to notice. I don't know. Nah, I don't think that was it. I don't know. It's weird. It's very weird. I mean, they seem like nice guys. They seem like very nice guys, actually. And they had the equipment. They had, they showed everything about hosting and promotion, stuff like that. Yeah, it was a good panel. Don't know if I'm going to do podcasting anytime soon or at all for that matter, but it was a good panel. And now that leads us to here. I went home after that because it was a long day. Long day. When did Video Game Trivia start? 9. Yeah. I was there starting at 9 with Video Game Trivia. Before then, actually. And How to Run a Podcast ended at 11. So, yeah. A little tired trying to keep it together. But, yes, that was day 2 of Genericon. It was a lot of fun. Did a lot of cool things. Bought some cool things. Bought some interesting things. I still cannot believe I bought Ikitosen, but I look forward to watching my new stuff and checking out my new stuff. So I will see you guys again in day 3.